It's 17:30 GMT. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. I am Umaru Sanda Amadu, and tonight I'm here with
Eno Safo.
And coming up over the next 90 minutes.
It was Tuesday. I'm a pressman. Yes. What are you doing? It's an eyewitness. Oh.
President John Dramani Mahama directs his Minister for Defense to immediately investigate an attack on a Joy News reporter at a demolition site of property belonging to Macdan Company. We'll be telling you everything we know, plus the reaction from the Ghana Journalists Association. Also coming up, convicted former CEO of Capital Bank, William Atu Essien, gets some reprieve as court grants him bail pending appeal. And still on Eyewitness News tonight, we take you to the Upper East region, where the Ghana Education Service has some plans for students caught up in the curfews in that region. Stay with 97.3 Citi FM for more on this and many other stories on Eyewitness News. And in business,
Bank of Ghana reduces monetary policy rates by 300 basis points to 25%.
That's in 50 minutes from the Citi Business Desk. Eyewitness News is live across Ghana on a host of affiliate stations. In the Western region, we are on Premier 100.5 FM, Beach 105.5 FM, and Sky 93.5 FM, all of them based in Takoradi. In the Bono region, we are on Greener 95.9 FM, in Sunyani, in Ahafo region, Hames Radio 106.5 FM. In the Ashanti region, we are on Alpha Radio 104.9 in Kumasi. We are also on Orange 107.9 FM in Kumasi. In the Volta region, we are on Global 105.1 FM in Ho and Adanu 107.7 FM in Adakluwaya. In the Northern region, we are in Tamale on Diamond 93.7 FM. We are in Upper West on Laura-based Westlink 88.1 FM. In Boku, in the Upper East region, we are on Source 100.1 FM. In Navrongo, in the same region, we are on Mike 105.3 FM. In the Northeast region, we are on the Nakpanduri escarpment on Scarp 101.3 FM. We are live on YouTube and live on Facebook. Do send us your messages in reaction to the stories we are bringing you. 0549 986 996. That's the WhatsApp number. 0549 986 996. You can also go on X, formerly known as Twitter, and drop your messages using the hashtag Eyewitness News. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We start off with an attack on journalists, and this one happened this afternoon, and the target was a journalist with a multimedia group of companies. Now, the government has issued a statement on the presidency communications letterhead, and it says government condemns the attempted arrest of a Joy News reporter, and there's a statement issued by Felix Kwachio-Fosu, who is MP and spokesperson to the president. The statement reads in part, government condemns the attempted arrest of a Joy News reporter and the assault of an eyewitness by a soldier at a demolition site. Such actions are utterly unacceptable to the John Mahama administration and have no place in our democratic society. It continues to say, I am directed by President John Dramani Mahama to unequivocally reaffirm his unwavering commitment to the freedom and safety of journalists. A free and unfettered press is a cornerstone of our democracy, essential for accountability, transparency, and informed public discourse. Government also reiterates our commitment to ensuring the safety and security of all Ghanaian citizens whose rights must be protected always. Government has accordingly directed the Minister for Defense and the National Security Coordinator to investigate the incident and ensure that the appropriate punishment is immediately imposed. Appropriate disciplinary and punitive measures must be applied without delay to ensure accountability and prevent future occurrences. So this statement is issued by the government through its chief spokesperson and member of parliament, Felix Kwachio-Fosu. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. So what exactly happened and where did it happen? Jude Duncan of the Citi Newsroom was there at the venue where the Joy News reporter was assaulted. Jude, you're welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much, Sander.
So where was this and what happened?
This happened along the Spintex Road, very close to the Action Chapel Church on the Spintex Road. And We saw reports today that a Joy News journalist by the name Carlos Caloni had been picked up by national security operatives, and we were also told that we saw footages on social media of a said bystander who had been assaulted.
Just hold on. Let me just speak to the gentleman who was attacked. Carlos Caloni works with the multimedia group, Joy News. Carlos, you're welcome to Eyewitness News. Sorry for what happened to you, that assault, but can you share more details with that? What happened to you exactly and by who?
All right, Sandra, thank you so much. I'm with a doctor now, but I'll be able to tell you a few things. We got there very early in the morning, around 7:30, just to report on the demolition exercise. And the time we got there were no police, no military persons there. And a few minutes after we got there, an excavator was brought there, and they started the demolition exercise. A few minutes after, they also started the demolition. Officials from the Macdan group also arrived. There were 4, led by the group CEO, and they approached the excavator operator to find out if he had any court order to carry out the demolition. The excavator operator said no, he had no order, and they asked him who had sent him there. He couldn't establish that, so they asked him to put on hold the demolition exercise. And so he moved from where the demolition was happening and parked in front of the demolished structure. So few minutes later, an eyewitness who was around was telling us about what had happened. This demolition started, we told, Monday night around 7 p.m. So because he happens to be a security person there, he saw everything that happened. And so we thought that he was the best person to tell us how the first demolition actually happened. So we got him ready and we started rolling our tape live on TV. Just about a minute, less than a minute into that interview, we saw vehicles coming from all sides. That's from the Action Chapel area and from the Flower Pot pickups, with armed military personnel came. And when they arrived, the first person came to us. We have a video if you.
Hello, Carlos. Hello, Carlos. Apologies, I lost Carlos Caloni. We'll try and re-establish connection with him. He's a journalist with Joy News who was assaulted. So I also have in studio Jude Duncan. Jude, did you witness this assault?
So I didn't witness this assault.
So was it a big place that the demolition was happening?
It's quite a huge place. If you see
Where?
The land side on the Spintex Road.
Okay.
Very close to the Action Chapel International Church.
So near the motorway?
Near the motorway.
What kind of structures were these?
Actually on the other side, so it's on the main Spintex Road.
Okay.
Right? It's not on the at the motorway side of the road.
Yeah, but I mean by the motorway.
Yes,
so if you can
yes,
see, okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes. You can actually see the motorway part of it if you stood right in front of the structure. When I got there, I saw a pickup truck in front of the building where the demolition was ongoing, and officials, some in army uniform, police uniform, and of course some other persons who had this overall with inscription National Security.
So this was a protected demolition.
Exactly.
Let me go back. Carlos is back on the line. Carlos, we lost you there. You were explaining to me in the course of interviewing this eyewitness what happened to you.
Yeah, so when the eyewitness started speaking, less than a minute into the interview, the military personnel had arrived and they moved straight to us because we were at the entrance and asked who we were. And I said, he is an eyewitness speaking to us, and I am a pressman. I raised my 2 hands with my microphone almost to the military man's face, and that did not deter him or his colleagues. And they just pounced on the eyewitness and started beating him. He fell on the floor, and they continued. By then, my cameraman had to, they also pushed the camera away. The camera was on the floor. So if you look at the video, the camera was recording from the ground. I even didn't know the camera was even recording.
So
And
you're
at that
capturing,
same-
so you're capturing sound, and the visuals may not be that proper, but you are getting the sound.
Right. So at that same point, like I said, the officers came from both ends. Those who came from the Action Chapel side also went straight to the Macdan group CEO and his 3 others, and they were questioning them. But what I saw from there was that they were kneeling. They had asked them to kneel. And this was around the time that we were also going on air, just around 10 a.m. So my producer called that they were going to come back to me. So I picked the phone, and there an officer said I was recording the kneeling of the, CEO and others. And so I should bring my phone.
So they made them kneel down like how children are punished. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah, not me, but the CEO of.
I know. So I'm saying that these 3 persons were made to kneel down in a punishment form, which is what you witnessed.
Exactly.
And the soldiers have a problem with you videoing that.
Yes, and I wasn't even videoing that because I had received a telephone call from my producer. So in the course of responding or talking to him, I had another phone. And so they thought that I was recording that. And so when they approached me, I told them, no, I was not recording that.
And this happened after the assault on the witness the eyewitness you were interviewing.
Exactly.
So they did not attack you after attacking the eyewitness?
No, they did. So when the issue of whether I was recording the kneeling of the Macdan CEO or not came, that was when about 5 or 6 military personnel, rushed to me. Some were trying to take my phones, and one man said, "I'll slap you." By the time he said that, he had landed a heavy punch on my neck, my left part of my neck, and by the time I turned around to look at him, he had landed a second one. So my neck hurts so much. As I speak with you now, with the medical doctor, they are looking attending to me. So reason I told your producer I may not be able to talk much because I'm in pain.
Just took one more before you go, and sorry about the assault on you. While he was beating you, what did the other soldiers do? Did they help in beating, or did they at least prevent him from beating you?
Yes, so I saw one national security officer stopping him from beating me. That I remember.
Okay.
That national security officer.
Did they arrest you after beating you? Did they take you
anywhere?
Yes,
so after that they said I had become a suspect. So they were going to pick me to the national security head office. So then they picked myself, the CEO of Macdan Group, and his 3 staff, as well as the eyewitness that was speaking to us. And they put us into separate vehicles and drove us under siren all the way to the National Security Office, and it went on there.
And so over there, were you formally arrested and charged, or you were just told to go home?
Well, I wasn't told to go. I spent about 45 minutes or so there. I was made to speak to one superintendent in his office, and he asked what happened, and I told him the story, and he asked me to give a statement, and I explained to him I wasn't in the right frame of mind to speak or write because I was traumatized and all that, so I would do that at the appropriate time. And he requested to look at the visuals on my phone, and I explained to him I had not taken any videos of the Macdan CEO and co kneeling, neither had I taken photos of military people carrying doing the operation. So they still did not believe, so they had to go through the phone and realize I had no such visuals.
So they entered your phone without your permission, or you granted them permission?
No, in fact, I granted the permission, but they insisted. They wanted to see what was on the phone.
So you did it under duress? You were forced?
Of course, I can say I was forced to do that. Not only that phone, I had other phones, including our driver's phone that I was using to speak on air, I did not have his password. So at the end of the day, I had to call the driver who had left the scene to give us his password, and with the officers around to look at his phone, whether indeed he also took some other visuals. So in a nutshell, really, that was what happened. I wasn't told if I was formally arrested or not. So once they were satisfied I had no visuals on my phone, they allowed me to go. So from the national security head office back to the Sphinx Road, I went in a pickup with 3 military personnel back to the place, and then I left.
As a journalist, and having gone through what you went through, what is your mind? What are you thinking about? How is the feeling, and what do you want to see done?
Sincerely, Sandra, I would say I'm traumatized. I am not myself because I did not go to the scene with the expectation of going through all of this. And so I keep asking myself, is it now a crime for an eyewitness? Your bulletin is called Eyewitness News. So is it a crime now to speak to eyewitnesses when, as reporters, we go to the ground and they happen to be the first people who witness whatever it is for them to be assaulted? And is it a crime also for a journalist to be doing his or her work where military people will come with the guns and all of those things? I find it a bit surprising. So
indeed,
from now I am not well. Psychologically I'm not well.
I can imagine. Sorry about that once again. And in the eyewitness, after beating him, did they let him go or they arrested him too and detained him?
No. So like I said, the eyewitness, including with myself and the Macdan, we were all taken to the national security head office.
So you left,
I don't know where he is now. Yeah, I left them there. I don't know his state. I don't know whether he's still there. I cannot tell.
Sorry about what happened, and thank you for speaking to us.
Thank you too.
That's Carlos Caloni. He works with the multimedia group Joy News, and he was assaulted this afternoon by soldiers, and the government has issued a statement asking the Minister for Defense to immediately investigate the matter. Joe Duncan, my colleague in the Citi Newsroom, was at these events. You didn't witness this particular assault because you probably were at the other side. It was a big place.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what was the aftermath after all of this? What was the aftermath?
So, Sandra, right after, I headed straight to the Macdan head office in East Legon to get first-hand information and also to corroborate some of the stories I'd heard with regards to this particular incident. And upon getting there, I was able to get some information that 3 officials, high-ranking officials from Macdan, had also been picked up as part of the arrest. They made it to Kaloni, the journalist, and the eyewitness, and we were told that the chief executive officer had been arrested, the estate manager had been arrested, and the COO had also been arrested. We're also told that they were going to put out a statement, but Sandra, they issued a statement of a sort, right? We are hoping for an official one, but preliminary comments from Macdan read that at this stage the full details remain unclear, and I'm quoting them exactly, and it goes on to say, what we can say is that there's a deep sense of shock and sadness within the team over the distraction of a major investment. For now, we are observing the situation and allowing the appropriate legal and regulatory processes to unfold. But upon getting there, you could clearly see a very distraught workers or staffers around. Some of them were outside, talking among themselves, trying to fully grasp the situation at hand at the time.
So this clearly was not something that would have been done by anybody with the Macdan group. They are victims.
They are victims,
this,
as far as we know.
And the soldiers were leading someone who had got a court order to execute that court order. That's the understanding you got.
That's the word on the ground.
That's the understanding you got based on everything. Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us. That's Joe Duncan. He works with me here in the Citi Newsroom. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more. Please stay with us.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Still unbeatable. Republic Bank has slashed the Citi mortgage interest rate to a new low. That means it's more affordable to own your dream home. You enjoy lower monthly installments, save on interest payments, flexible loan arrangements, and more. Make the move. Own your home at a lower teen interest rate. But hurry, this offer lasts for a limited time. Visit any Republic Bank branch or send email to myhome@republicghana.com or call Accra 054-0109-649. Kumasi 054-0109-901 to apply today and enjoy a teen interest rate. Republic Bank, with the one for you.
New Kivo Hot Pepper Powder. Loco, this advert is FDA approved.
Oh, jump on now. Go, go. Ah, Google me. I want time when you come back where I don't hear the sound of your car. Why you buy new car? No, I not change my car. It be the same right. It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so. This is the type of fuel where they want to. Cause now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive sir. Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they bust my mind self be the 3-in-1 action no. Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. One pair way now open there. Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel? Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you. Hey, then make a finish my go be fast then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you have the go be inside? I give you info. Make a fill the go be too small. Go the go. Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM. Let me bring some of the messages that you've sent through. Richard Dabla in Hohwe says it is unfortunate to see military men assaulting a journalist who is just trying to perform his duties. The matter should be investigated thoroughly and the culprit brought to book. Mausia Ibin in Betiatiti says the defense minister must act swiftly to uphold discipline, accountability and respect for human rights within our security forces. Tia Malik from Samini in the northern region says the IGP should do well and protect with the vulnerable people from the security operatives. Jonathan from Teshi says, I find it worrisome when these things happen only for an apology to be given. At least for once, someone must be taken to book to serve as a caution to officers who abuse their authority. This other message from Alex Kofi Yareni in Commandos says, it is high time citizens knew the exclusive work of journalists and what they do for this country. Let me go on the phone lines and speak to the president of the Ghana Journalists Association, Mr. Albert Jumfo. Mr. President, you're welcome to Eyewitness News and congratulations on your re-election. This is the first time you are speaking since you got re-elected.
Sandra, what were you doing the election? You got punished. We are my brother. You should have led the campaign now.
Mr. President, I wanted to, but something happened. I'll explain to you later.
Okay,
where's the victory party? I have to call.
I was waiting for you now. You should come and lead that. I want you to lead that chat.
I have my white lace. I'm ready to come and celebrate. You and Dominic Logi, my brother, and the whole team.
And I'm telling you, we are going to do a very good work. You know that. We are going to build on the good foundation we've started as we built in our first tenure, and you can trust us to deliver on our mandate.
We trust you. Congratulations. Now let's talk about the sad news coming up tonight. A journalist once again assaulted by military men. It's almost as if people don't want us to do our jobs.
I think that, first of all, good evening to your cherished listeners, and good evening to you and your team. And as always, you guys are doing a good job in terms of professionalism, in terms of standards. You always stand out, and I want to commend you for that. And let me say that it's very unfortunate. It's very, very, very unpleasant to always hear such a news of such impunity and attack on journalists. What have we done? What crime have we committed? It's our crime, the fact that we have availed ourselves and committed ourselves to the core to serve the good people of this country. If the men and women in uniform, the security, is supposed to protect us, we're supposed to ensure the safety and security of every individual citizen in this country, are rather attacking us, are rather coming after us. They are supposed to ensure that they are supposed to protect lives and properties, and they are coming after. Who is going to do that? If they are rather attacking us, then who is going to protect us? It means that we don't have any protection. It means that our protection has been left in our hands. And I'm so disappointed that, look, in the space of 2 weeks, we recorded an attack on a police officer, a senior police officer at Abekuma, North Wiran. And today, we are hearing same of a military officer under the disguise of national security, also attacking journalists and carrying the journalist, or should I say, sending the journalist to the national security, what was usually known as the brigade, to be interrogated and to subject him to inhuman treatment. This is something which is condemnable, and Umaru, we are condemning it in no uncertain terms. I've made my position known that, look, it is really not feeling unpleasant to hear such news, but we want to make it very clear. We want to send this signal to them that if they are not tired of attacking us, if they are not tired of coming after us, if they think that they actually rejoice in seeing journalists being subjected to inhuman treatment, we are not also tired in ensuring that we protect the good members of the media, the journalists, the politicians who has put their lives on the line, just to serve the good people of this country. We serve as the bridge, the link between the security, the government, the authority, and the good people of Ghana. And for that matter, no amount of intimidation, no amount of attack can gag us or can insist any fear in us and stop us from discharging our constitutional mandate.
What do you make of the government statement? It was swift, wasn't it?
You see, first of all, well, before I come to the government statement, let me say something. Under the Review National Security Act, we know that under the previous administration there were a lot of reforms and all that, making the national security more, bringing it closer to the people. Today we are now hearing of brigades and all that. Let's read the act as defined by the Security and Intelligence Agencies at 2020 at 10:30. It says that national security is supposed to safeguard the nation's internal and external security. 1, collect and integrate security information. 2, assess risk to national security. Did we hear that the national security is supposed to subject journalists and media practitioners to such inhuman treatment, to process impunity, or to attack journalists with such impunity? Now, with the statement issued by the government, first of all, let me say that I commend, as much as we want to commend the Minister for Government, that is the Minister of State in charge of Government Communication. Yes, my good brother Felix, I want to say it, and I will stress on it that we are not impressed.
Why?
We are not impressed.
They've condemned it. They said that is not something that the Mahama administration agrees with, and directed that the Minister for Defense and National Security Coordinator investigate.
This has become one too many. We are in this country. Why? For how long will we continue? Let me tell you. I have indicated this I remember in my February presser, if you remember the press conference I had when I said that in the first 50 days under the President Mohammed's second administration, about 7 journalists have been attacked, and it's unprecedented. If you remember, you see, we believe that President Mahama is one of us. He is a journalist, and he is in good standing. He is a proud member of the Ghana Journalists Association, and somebody we believe must share in the plight of journalists, must share in the pains of journalists, and understand our challenges and our difficulties better than anybody. So, if under our own member or person, we are subject to such inhuman treatment and attack, even though we are not saying that he is the one behind it or is initiating it, either his government is initiating it, but we are saying that under him we expect to rather enjoy a freer media environment, a freer media space. We expect to enjoy some form of safety and security. We expect to go about our usual duty without fear, because we have our own, one of our own, the number one gentleman and the commander-in-chief of the Ghana forces. And so if we just in less than 7 months, we have recorded 12 attacks. Umaru, the data available to us for about 20 years, the average attack on journalists stands at 12 every year. Average attack stands at 12. As we speak, from January to July, even before July was to end, we have recorded 12 attacks. Is it not alarming? No, it's not alarming.
It is scary. It is scary.
Very scary. Very scary. And we are saying that, look, how do we stop it? We believe if the president in the early months of his administration have engaged the president and he assured me to bring this whole impunity against journalists to an end. In fact, he directed the IGP to ensure that the suspect involved in the killing of Ahmed Swale are brought to book, regardless of how long the case has lasted, because the case was actually, it became a court case before he took over. But with this commitment, before the end of March, the police came with a chilling news that a suspect has been arrested. And this was a good one. We give him the credit. He also ensured that the perpetrators of attack on Untumi, I remember, when on Joy News reporter Latif Idrisu during the arrest of Untumi by some MPP supporters. He directed, and the police got hold of one of the suspects who was already before court and was remanded, which was a very good one, because we haven't heard such news in a while that perpetrator, somebody who has attacked the media, has been remanded by the court. Okay. But for the first time, it happened.
So for you, if the statement is satisfactory, quickly, what would satisfy the media factor?
What we are saying is that it's good, it's training. We commend them for the swift reaction by issuing this statement and condemning the attack. But what we are saying is that this involves our men and women in uniform, a security official, somebody working for the state and being paid with the taxpayers' money. What we expect the statement to do, and we know that, I know my president, the president of the land, if he's listening to us and who is a member of us, is listening, immediately must direct the interdiction of the security officers. The security officers must be interdicted before even an investigation can start. We cannot sit here, we all know that in Ghana, our habit has been that whenever issues come up, whenever things happen like this, first 3 days, few days, maximum 1 week, the issues become dead. If you read the statement, which is very prompt, if you read it, the statement didn't give any timelines. If the statement says that the minister, the defense minister, the interior minister has investigated, what is the timelines? You see, so Maru, are we going to sit down that the people who meted up such inhuman treatment to our colleagues to work, to go scot freely, to walk about and go around and continue to inflict such harm on other colleagues, and we watch and we sit back and say investigation is ongoing? So when are we going to get the outcome of this investigation? We've been in this country. How many times have we held that an investigation has been carried out and outcome has come, and this is the punitive measure or discipline measure taken? We only direct the investigation must be what? They should start the investigation must be carried out, but then we don't hear the outcome. Okay. This is the country we live in. We are saying that the people, we all enjoy equal rights and freedom as enshrined in the 1992 Constitution. whether you're a security officer, whether you're a journalist, nobody is immune. The right is equal. And so if an ordinary citizen, you see, it was involved in this matter, by now the government would have directed the police to immediately cause the arrest of this citizen. So we expect the government, even though we welcome the reaction and the news or their condemnation, we should rather direct with immediate effect interdiction of the security officers and the arrest of them, put them in their room, and let investigation start.
Very well.
If after investigation we show that they are not they are not guilty of the offenses and other things, you release them or you make the interdiction. But then we all know that police arrest before they start investigation. So what is the meaning of that investigate and what? So we sit back and we wait for the outcome of the investigation tomorrow.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, Mr. President.
Yeah, thank you tomorrow, and I can assure you that tomorrow the Ghana Journalists Association will be addressing the media and the public on our position on this increasing and alarming rate of attack on journalists. And I can tell you that our position will be made clear on this whole thing. What has happened at 12 attacks in 7 months is very, very scary.
We'll be at the International Press Center for that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's Albert Komnajun for his president of the Ghana Journalists Association. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM.
Eyewitness News. Be there as it happens.
Charlie, where are you?
Boss man, I'm at the bank.
Really? But your car is in front of your house.
Bro, my bank on my phone, Charlie.
Oh, how?
EcoBank, bro. With EcoBank mobile app, I can do everything, anywhere, anytime. Listen, I just checked my account balance, paid Ahmed's school fees, and sent money to my grandma at Walwale.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Masa, just download the EcoBank mobile app from the Google Play Store or the App Store, or dial *770# and be your own bank manager.
Manager.
Whether to pay bills or fees, to check account statements, send money across Ghana, abroad, and more, EcoBank mobile app has got it covered. EcoBank Mobile, making everyday people live everyday lives the EcoBank way. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Oh, jump on now.
Go. Gugomi, and what time when you come back, we are not hear the sound of your car? Why you buy new car?
No, I not change my car. It be the same, right? It be the fuel way I change. Way one shouts it. Ever since I started using the all-new Excellium Premium Fuel, fortified with 3-in-1 action. Oh, Joe, now my car they run like electric car. No, it's so.
This is the type of fuel where they want to. Because now engine they cost. Where they want for way if I buy it, it go protect my engine. And with the small way I buy, I go drive, sir.
Absolutely. It's like strapping a turbocharger to your engine and giving it a protector. And what they boss my mind self be the 3-in-1 action, no? Excellium they prevent up to 99% of deposit. It be anti-wear, some be anti-corrosion. Won't pay when I open them.
Hey, so where can I find this magical fuel?
Just head over to any Total Energy service station and your car will thank you.
Hey, they make a finish Magobe fast, then rush go Total Energies. My friend, but why you have the Magobe inside?
I give you info. Make a fill the gobe too small.
Go.
Excellium is designed to protect your car engine, decrease fuel consumption, and lower CO2 emissions. Don't say fuel, say Excellium. Choose Excellium, choose quality.
We asked Ghanaian business owners what they want from Old Mutual.
I want insurance and pension solutions that will protect my employees.
Your business growth is our business. For 180 years, we have partnered with businesses to protect and grow their most valuable assets. From tailored group life assurance protection to affordable pension plans, we've got your business and your employees covered. Contact your broker or call Old Mutual on 0509 551 609 today. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
Let your voice be heard on Eyewitness News on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag Eyewitness News.
You're welcome back to Eyewitness News. Let's do some more stories. The Ghana Education Service says it is taking concrete steps to ensure that 2025 WASI candidates in the Boku enclave are able to sit for their exams next week, even if violence in the area persists. This comes in the wake of heightened tensions following the recent...
If we monitor the situation, we realize that it's still not safe or sound for the learners to write the WASI on the campus. Then we will consider alternative examination centers where we believe the conditions are fair and sound conducive for examination for our students. So at the moment, we are strongly in touch with the security agencies and all stakeholders who matter in this situation to take their expert views and opinion on how best we can control the situation. However, we can assure parents, we can assure the general public that all the lessons lost, we would make sure that we recoup the lessons lost. So we are thinking of, and this is for the Form 1 and the Form 2, so we are thinking of when they come back to school, possibly extending their contact hours so that they make up for the lost lessons. We are also looking at exploring if internet access is strong, if the students themselves will be okay, the teachers have access to internet. We may also consider online alternatives.
Public Relations Officer for the Ghana Education Service, Daniel Fenyi, there. Still on Boku, the Ministry of Health says it is working to address requests from health workers in Boku who wish to leave the area due to safety concerns. Speaking to Citi News, the ministry spokesperson, Tony Goodman, said discussions are ongoing with security agencies to assess the situation. He added that while there are no plans to shut down hospitals in the area, efforts are being made to determine the necessary support for health staff who choose to stay.
The health workers, like any other citizen in Boku, currently being given some security. We are currently commencing our talks with the security agencies to see what advice may come up from there. Yes, we've also gotten the indication that some of them want to leave the region. That is currently being handled by the Ghana Health Service. We are expecting, waiting for some responses from the Ghana Health Service in this regard. So for us, we are just looking at all persons who want to leave, who have indicated that they want to leave. That is what we are looking at for. Don't also forget that healthcare, regardless of what circumstances there is, healthcare will have to continue. So we are not looking at shutting down a hospital in that region or that locality. We are making sure that if maybe you are not comfortable with the environment, we assess and we feel that we have to move you. That will be done.
That was spokesperson for the Ministry of Health, Tony Goodman.
Okay, you have one more story?
Yes.
Please give that to us.
All right. Security analyst Colonel Festus Abuaje says the Ghana Armed Forces' decision to transition from peacekeeping to peace enforcement in Boku indicates the need for a higher threshold of force in addressing the conflict. The Ghana Armed Forces explained that the shift follows the activities of armed elements which have intermittently sparked violence, reprisals, and the loss of innocent lives. Speaking on the City Breakfast Show, Colonel Abuaje shed more light on the development and called for a balanced approach that combines military action with conflict resolution efforts.
A higher threshold of force is going to be used. It's permissible beyond using force in self-defense and in the protection of elements of the task force and other facilities and installations and so on. This force is now prepared, and we saw some of the equipment that are being deployed there, which to me is a bit on the other side. Twin-barreled anti-aircraft or anti-tank, whatever it is. Are you going to fight civilians with those kinds of, armaments? But maybe it's to show force and try to intimidate those who are creating trouble in Boku. So we are going to see more of the same things. The curfew already has been enhanced. We are going to see more patrols because there are more human beings in terms of the soldiers. We're going to see more facilities being protected, what we call the static protection duties.
Colonel Abuaje retired also described the spillover effect of the Boku conflict in different parts of the country as extremely concerning. He called on the government to invest more intelligent resources in addressing the Boku conflict.
This Eyewitness News on 97.3 Citi FM.